Hello, I'm Bishop Earl Boyea of the Diocese of Lansing. This weekend, we'll see our parishes reopen for public masses. Hallelujah! Christianity is primarily an encounter with the person of Jesus Christ. It is in this experience that we discover our greatest happiness, our deepest peace, and our ultimate purpose in life. As St. Augustine notably said, "Thou hast made us for thyself, O Lord, and our heart is restless until it finds its rest in thee." But where do we find Jesus Christ? Well, there is no greater place to encounter him than in the holy sacrifice of the Mass. It is in the Mass that Christ is made truly present upon our altar, body, blood, soul, and divinity. Thus, the same Christ who called the 12 apostles 2,000 years ago now stands in our midst calling you, yes you, to that same relationship of life and love. I know that the experience of the COVID-19 pandemic has compelled many of us to pray and ponder over what matters most to us in our lives. So perhaps you are Catholic but haven't been to Mass for a long time. Perhaps you are not Catholic and have never been to Mass at all. In a few moments, there will be a short film explaining how you can attend Holy Mass safely during this time of pandemic. Such things are important. But please, don't let these contemporary realities obscure this timeless truth. He is here. He knows you. He loves you. He's calling you. Welcome home.
Welcome home indeed. While the wonder and beauty of the Mass never changes, how we attend Holy Mass safely during a time of pandemic obviously must change. So what do we need to know to keep ourselves and others as safe as possible? Here's what Bishop Boyea recommends. First, before we even leave our home, we should make sure no one in the household is sick. If anyone has a temperature of more than 100 degrees Fahrenheit or any other worrying symptoms, such as a persistent cough, please remain at home. Remember, Bishop Boyea has extended the dispensation from the obligation to attend Holy Mass until September 6th. So we should continue to prayerfully celebrate the Lord's Day from home if we feel we cannot or should not attend. For those of us who are able to attend Mass, we should remember to bring our face masks to church and wear them before, during, and after Holy Mass. Wearing a mask is about infection control and also about extending courtesy and charity to our fellow parishioners who may be feeling a bit nervous about returning to Mass. While some parishes will have hand sanitizer available, we might consider bringing our own with us to church. When we arrive at Mass, we should be aware of those around us and allow the appropriate amount of safe distance between ourselves and others. Church doors will be open so we don't have to touch knobs, handles, or touchpads to enter. Ushers will be on hand to provide direction and other important instructions as we enter the church. In order to facilitate safe social distancing, some pews will be marked as unavailable. Family members who live in the same home may, of course, sit together, but social distancing must be practiced between families and individuals who do not live together in the same home. There will be no hymnals in the pews. Indeed, there will be no communal singing, which is really sad for many of us, but the best public health advice suggests that communal singing can carry a heightened risk of spreading infection. We should also dispose of any paper worship aids we touch immediately after Mass. The priest will not process down the center aisle, but will instead enter and exit through the sacristy or another nearby entrance. There will be no exchange of the sign of peace during Holy Mass. In addition, Holy Communion will only be available under one species, the Sacred Host. Please pay close attention to instructions for the distribution of Holy Communion. Please follow the designated markings on the floor of the church to ensure a safe distance from others who are preparing themselves to receive our Lord in the Holy Eucharist. If receiving Holy Communion in the hand, first sanitize your hands. Then, just before the host is placed in your hand, move your mask away from your mouth. After receiving and consuming the sacred host, put the mask back in position over your mouth and nose before proceeding back to the pew. If receiving Holy Communion on the tongue, move your mask away from your mouth just before receiving the sacred host. After receiving the sacred host on your tongue, put the mask back in position over your nose and mouth. If at any time the priest, deacon, or extraordinary minister comes into physical contact with a communicant during the process of administering Holy Communion, they will immediately stop, purify their fingers, and then use hand sanitizer before continuing to administer Holy Communion to you or others. If during Holy Mass it is necessary to use the restroom, please follow any floor markings or signage with instructions for ensuring safe physical distances, as well as hygiene and sanitation measures. Ushers will not be distributing bulletins. Instead, we should ask our pastor or parish office about electronic bulletins or other information we may need. At the end of Mass, we should then closely follow any instructions given about how to depart. This includes how to dispose of paper worship aids and where to place any offering we may wish to make if we are not enrolled in the parish's electronic giving program. No collection basket will be passed during Mass. The church doors will once again be open as you leave. There are to be no gatherings of people for any reason at the conclusion of Mass. Please proceed directly to your vehicle after Mass and be aware of your proximity to others as you get into your car. Thank you for your understanding as together we undertake these challenging but necessary measures which will allow us all to worship Almighty God in the holy sacrifice of the Mass.